YouTube, first of all, Happy New Year. Thank you guys for coming back to my channel. Expect more to come. Hope everybody's having a great weekend. I'm sure you know about all the shoes that's going to drop this weekend and all that, but today is not about that. Today is a sneaker cleaning slash unboxing. I found some very exclusive sneakers at Burlington Coat Factory for $20. That's crazy. Now, you can kind of see it from the bag a little bit what they might be, but I decided to go ahead and get them. Why not? And I decided to fuck them up in mud, dirt, all type of shit, just so I can do a video on how to restore and clean sneakers without Rejuvenator, Jason Mark, crap, all of that stuff that you guys are paying $20 and over for. I only poured a little bit into this, but you can literally buy this yourself for less than $10, and it'll do the job just as good. And we're gonna get into that. So let's unbag these dirty sons of bitches. Show y'all which exclusive sneakers I found sitting on the shelf like some ducks for $20. Bam! Some fuck ass, fake ass, off-white, Chicago inspired Rockefeller sneakers. They call these the Rockefeller Mojos. Unfucking believable. The nerve of them. But this is great because I refuse to dirty up my own pair this early in the game to actually prove a point, which is you can clean your shoes for less than $10. And you don't have to go to all these companies that are selling you on this dream that they have the best cleaning solution in the world. Not necessarily. So when I saw these, I was like, oh my fucking God, what the fuck is wrong with people? You're trying to set kids off to get bullied and beat up in school, but the truth is, if this is all you can afford, that's all that you can afford. Shouldn't be out here really judging people at this point. It's 2020. I know that sounds real cliche, but it's 2020. People are going to wear what they want to wear. We clearly see people wearing a bunch of fake shoes because they can't get the real ones, which, as I've always felt like, if you can't get the shoes the day of, either, you know, go to size X or just pick another shoe. I mean, because if you live long enough, they'll re-retro the shoe again. But anyway, I actually wore these out because I'm not afraid to take risk. I mean, it's kind of insane that wearing some knockoff shoes from the discount store is such a risk, you know. This is gonna prove how shallow people really are. I'm sure you guys wanted to come here and see me fuck up a shoe that's probably worth thousands of dollars, but guess what? If you're still here at this point, I really do appreciate it. And you're not gonna be disappointed at how clean I bring these $20 knockoff, off-white Chicago shoes back to life. Am I gonna give them away? Probably not. I wore them. I didn't feel ashamed. People weren't looking and pointing and laughing and all that, because the truth is, nobody gives a fuck. And we're gonna talk about all of that this year. But this is the, you know, this is gonna be me showing you guys that you don't have to keep going to people who are gonna charge you $30 for something you can get yourself from the store and pay less than $10 for. I made sure I fucked these up just as good, so there's no doubt in anyone's mind that what I'm getting ready to use on these shoes absolutely works just as good, if not better, than Rejuvenator, Crep, Jason Mark, and anything else that you've seen on the market in the past 4 years. So, without being too pedantic, without being too loquacious, let's get right into the action. Alright, so here's what I use whenever I have to clean my shoes. I use a simple blow dryer, not a heat gun. The watts used within the heat gun might be too extreme versus a blow dryer. I use the standard brushes that come with all those kits, and, you know, like this one too. You can grab this brush out of any suede and nubuck pack from like any shoe store. This you can get from Wally World or whatnot. So when I use this magical cleaning solution, I use ice water. What they don't tell you is that the solutions that make up those cleaning products, they work better with ice cold water versus just your standard sink water, which is very lukewarm. And depending where you are, you may have hard water, you may have soft water, but I put ice in it to help spread the solution throughout the water, so you're not having a vast concentration of what I'm using that will get into the paint, it'll get into the finish, and you'll start to see the shoe bleed as you're cleaning it. So let's get right into it. And as I said earlier, you don't need a whole lot of it. You just need maybe 70 to 80% ice water and 20 to 30% of what I'm using here. That should be enough. There's always a stubborn spot, you know what I'm saying? But the fact still remains, this thing will knock the dust off them. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Easy. Easy fucking peasy, man. Let me get it dry again. now. Compare that to this. Let me show you. Clean as a damn whistle. Now, I will say this. Depending on how well this video does, you know, say I get 1,000 views and maybe 1,000 likes, I'll take between 200 to 700, you know, likes and views. I'll bash my own personal pair of Air Jordan 1's. The ones I thought about doing was the LA to Chicago's, maybe the Reds, Royals, Shadows, Pine Greens. You know, that would be one hell of a situation for me to fuck my Pine Greens up. You know what I'm saying? Just to show people that you don't have to buy a Rejuvenator to get your shoes clean again. You don't have to use household cleaning products like how we used to do when I was growing up. And you guys can be the judge. Y'all let me know which one cleans a lot better. I can tell you right now which one does. This shit right here. This shit right here. This shit right here, cuz. This shit right here, cuz. Man, cuz. Telling you. Now look at that. I ain't show you this shoe. Make sure I knocked off all the dust off this. Boom. Absolute clean again. Now we're going to take care of the laces. Like most of them do, we're just going to dip them in the solution. I typically add some more to it just to make sure any tough areas, I make sure I get. You know what I'm saying? I know with the shoelaces in 1's, they tend to be the toughest. I don't know why. Kind of hard to get certain stains out, you know. I also stopped putting waterproofer on a lot of my Jordans too, and mainly preserve my water protector sprays for like Yeezys and NMDs and even my Pumas. I feel like putting waterproofer on my 11s, my 1's, my 12s, it just doesn't mix well with the leather that they've been switching in and out in the past 10-15 years. So, at this point, we got this about wrapped up. These will get rinsed off. We're going to put these back in. And that's going to be that, man. This stuff does magic. And you don't have to spend a bunch of money. You don't have to keep going back to the store. In fact, you know, I got so much of it, I really can clean my entire sneaker collection within one day and still have enough left over. Now we're gonna let these soak, and then we're gonna wrap this shit up. Alright, you guys, that wraps up the video. As you guys can see, they came out very well after a lot of dirt, mud, dust, and, you know, Captain Planet shit was all over the shoe. Do y'all think brands should stop doing shit like this? I know Shaq is a known culprit of doing shit like this, but in all honesty, these aren't that bad. They're just cheap and cheaply made, but it kind of gives me that Chicago feel when I had them on feet. Do they feel better than real Air Jordan 1's? No, but They're not too far from it. For the sake of the video, they served their purpose. I mean, they were dirty, they were muddy, they had all type of crud in them. They sat for like a week, and then I restored them. As I was saying earlier, if we can get these views and likes up, maybe between 500 and 1,000, I'll tell you guys exactly where to get this. No one else is going to tell you exactly where to get this at. You probably walk by it every day. You might not, but it's less than everything that you guys are going into the shoe store to buy, and you don't need a whole lot of it either. Thank you guys for watching. As always, stay tuned. Wolf Soul Kicks 14, and I'm out. Deuces.